Hey guys, and welcome to the channel, and welcome to the Star Citizen video in which we are going to cover some ship rentals, right? Just right as the thumbnail says. I was doing a rock video not too long ago, and there was a lot of questions about rentals and how to, where you can rent ships and things like that. There's obviously quite a few new players out there that don't realize that you can rent ships in game and test stuff out before you actually buy it. Not everything, it is limited to certain ships, but if you're trying to take that next step to a larger ship and you want to see how larger ships fly and how they function and things like that, that is a great way. It also can let you try different professions. So if you were going to try to jump into a different profession like mining or rock mining or things like that, there is the ability to rent these things and try them before maybe you want to pledge them, or maybe you just looking to buy them in game and want to know if that's the path you want to travel down. So in this video, we are going to take a look at just the main hubs right now. We are going to take a look at like Orison, where we're at now. We're going to take a look at Lorville, Area 18, and New Babbage, and we're also going to cover their main spaceport hubs, their space station hubs above the planets. And that's in this video, that's what we're going to concentrate on. I'm trying not to make this too long. I just want to get some good information out there. I'm going to make a secondary video on just the Lagrange points. So if you're interested in that, keep an eye out. It should be going out, maybe a few days after this video releases. So let's dive straight into this. Let's check out these consoles, see what we can rent at all these different locations. Okay guys, like I said, we are on Orison right now, and this is where the hangars are. You can see that the hangar where the call stations are right down here. And once you take a left, you're going to go towards, you're going to go to the Skyway transits or the elevator. And the location to rent is called Travelers, and it's right here on your left. And you will see the 2 kiosks that you can actually rent from. So we're going to jump into these real fast, and we're going to see what we can rent at this actual location. So I'm in the all manufacturers. So this list right here is going to be all the ships at this location, or you can break them down by manufacturer. But we have the Avenger Titan, the Arrow, the Mustang Alpha, Gamma. We have that Drake Dragonfly, the Origin 300i. So if you want to try out like an Origin ship, this is a good place to actually try that. You can see we have the Aurora ES. We have the Constellation Andromeda. So if you're looking to take that bigger jump into the bigger ships, here you go right here. We have the Cyclone and a Nox. Now, you can see the prices. They are not that bad. I know the Andromeda is 200K, but you do get that for an entire day, right? You get 24 hours of this ship. So considering what that ship costs in-game, or even considering pledging it, that is not bad. It's not that big of a deal to make money in-game. You can get with a few people, and you could grind out 200 in probably less than an hour. So, again, guys, very, very good place to try out new ships. So we're going to jump to the spaceport. We're going to take a look at Seraphim Station above, see what can be rented there, and I'll be back with you. Okay, guys, we are here at Seraphim Station, and of course we are on the cargo level. We took the elevator up to the cargo level, and you are looking for the cargo services area right here. And right when you get in, you're going to run right into the rentals terminal. And this is pretty much what they look like on every single station. But what you're looking is for the rentals. And coming up to the rentals, you'll see the 2 kiosks that you can use. So we're going to jump in here, and we're going to see what we can get at Seraphim Station. So it looks like we have the Freelancer, the Avenger Titan, and we have the Cutlass Black. So these are fairly cheap to rent, and these last for 24 hours. It's a 1-day rental. So if you're in a Mustang and you want to try out the Titan, if you're looking for that upgrade, it'd be a great time to jump in here. And 27,000 for a whole day, and you can rent them for multiple days. So if you wanted to jump to 3 days, it's only 163 for it's not that bad for a rental cost. Money is not that hard to come by in this game once you learn the ropes and the basics and get going, especially if you're running with teammates and an org. But enough of that. We are going to jump to the next location, and I'll be back with you. Okay, guys, we are now here at Lorville, and we are at the spaceport. And right when you come up the stairs off the trams or whatnot, you have the consoles. And right in front of the elevators is where your Vantage Rentals is going to be. And you have looks like the 1 console right here for the rentals. So we're going to jump in here. and we're going to see what can be rented here at Lorville. So it looks like we've got the Avenger Titan, and we have the Vanguard Warden. Now, this is something different. You know, you can actually do a combat heavy fighter. A little pricey, 300 for, you know, 24 hours, but not that bad if it's something that you want to try out. It's a very cool ship. Highly recommend this one. Looks like we've got the Razor, the Interceptor. We've got another Aurora. You can rent the Andromeda again. Then we also have the 600i, so you have a big, gigantic, you know, luxury exploration ship. So if that's something that interests you, that's great here. You can rent that here at Lorville. Got a Cyclone, an Alpha, light fighter Arrow here, and we also have the Dragonfly. So these are all the ships right here that you can rent from the Lorville location. So okay, guys, we are going to jump to Everest Harbor above, the space station above here at Lorville, and we're going to see what we can rent there. Okay, guys, we are here at Everest Harbor, and again, just like on Seraphim Station, all of these are going to be the same. You're going to take the elevator to the cargo level. You're going to come over here to cargo services. Again, looks exactly the same, just about on every one. You're going to go to your rentals, and you'll have your 2 kiosks here. And we're going to dive right into this and see what can actually be rented here. Now, this looks like it's going to be exactly the same as it was at Seraphim. You've got your Freelancer, your Titan, and your Cutlass Black. And that's all there is here at the station. I'm going to guess that all of these space stations above are probably going to have the same 3 ships. But we're going to go ahead and cover them anyways, just in case. You never know. Next, we're going to hit up New Babbage, and I will see you when we get there. Okay, guys, we have arrived at New Babbage, and real fast, here is where you call your ship, your fleet manager right here in the elevators. So once you've like landed your ship, or you've taken the metro loop here, all you do is you go straight back, and you'll see the little sign that says Luxury Rentals. Now, and then that's actually pretty much accurate, because at Microtech here at New Babbage, you can actually rent some couple of different luxury ships here. So this is called Regal Luxury Rentals. And we're going to dive right into here and see what we can rent at this location. So we have the Warlock. So that's something completely different that we haven't seen. We also see an Origin 85X Limited, which is exploration luxury. It's a little like call it like the sports car of the verse, if you will. It is not good for combat, really. I mean, it's got so low hit points. It just gets killed very easily. But it's really cool for, you know, picking people up and just running around the verse with. Okay, we still have our Interceptor here, 300i, our 600i again. We also have the Andromeda, and we have the Constellation Phoenix. This is the big one here. This is the luxury version of the Constellation series. So pretty cool that you can rent that here, and the price is not even that bad. I can see here that it does cost quite a bit more to actually rent the ships here, so make a note of that. I remember it being like 203 at the other locations for the Andromeda, so it is quite a bit more to rent that Andromeda ship here. Then we have the Nox Racing, and that is all of the ships that we have at this Microtech location. So we are going to take a jump up to Port Tressler right above and see what we can rent there, and then of course we're going to continue our journey. Alright, guys, we have taken that elevator again to the cargo level at Port Tressler above New Babbage, and we are going to come in here to the rentals location. Again, exactly the same. This is one thing I really wish they would change. I wish that we'd have a little bit more variety on these spaceports. You know, now that I've been kind of doing some of these videos, it just they're way too much the same. But we're here at a rental terminal, and we are going to jump in here and see what we can rent. Now, it looks like it is exactly the same. Yep. So we have our Freelancer, our Titan, and our Cutlass Black that you can rent at the station. So we're going to be covering this again probably at Baijini Point as the last location, but I'm expecting Baijini Point to be exactly the same as this. So guys, we are going to continue our trip here for our rentals and see what we can rent at the Area 18 location, and then we'll check out Baijini Point. Okay guys, we are here at Area 18. We're at the spaceport, and if you look here, this would be where you would go down this hallway right here and call your ship. But right when you come out of the main little terminal here from the trams and stuff, the rentals, the travel rentals will be right on your left. It's this big long area right here. There are actually 2 terminals, one on each end. And this is where we're going to rent our ships from Area 18. So let's dive in here and see what we can rent from this location. So it looks we got the Anvil Arrow, the Cyclone, we have the Aurora ES, the Origin 300i, the Mustang Alpha, Gamma, Nox, Dragonfly, Titan, Andromeda. And you can see here, you know, when we were at Microtech, that Andromeda was 254 and now it's 203. So definitely pay attention to where you're at when you're renting certain vehicles, because Andromeda is much cheaper to rent from the other locations than it is from Microtech. So keep that in mind. And this is all the ships that are available from Area 18 here. Okay, guys, so we're going to take one more trip. We're going to go to Baijini Point. We're going to see what is available to rent there. I assume it's going to be the same as the other spaceport, space stations. And we will see what we got. Okay, guys, we are here at Baijini Point, or however you would like to pronounce that. But we have taken the elevators here up to the cargo services here. So just like the rest of the space stations, there you look exactly the same. Your rentals is straight ahead, and as you can see, exactly the same. We're going to come straight up here to our rental kiosk and see what we have. So, you know, just like we thought, all the space stations seem to carry the same ships in as far as the space stations above the planets. We're going to cover the Lagrange point separate, like I said, so stay tuned for that one if you're interested. Definitely leave comments if that's something you would like to see. But again, Freelancer, Titan, and Cutlass Black, same ships. Looks like they're even the same prices. So, hey, at least we know that these 3 ships can be rented, you know, at any of the places above, you know, your major ports. And that's it, guys. I appreciate this. I appreciate you sticking around for the support if you've made it to the end of this video. Definitely like and comment and subscribe if you like the informational type stuff. I've been trying to get more informational stuff up, so if there's something particular you would like to see, please let me know in the comments. And I've been trying to work on as much of this stuff as I can. This is definitely not a full-time channel, and just making this video reminds me of how much time it actually takes to do things in Star Citizen. Just flying around from location to location and landing and calling the services and getting out and running, you know, I mean, this video actually took a lot more time than I actually thought it was going to take to make. So yeah, stay tuned for that Lagrange point video. I'll get all those out and see what we can rent at all those different locations as well. So thanks for the support, guys, and as always, I will see you on the next video.